In 2026, our buyers have beaten higher offers, including all cash ones, 3 separate times. And in 2 of those cases, we weren't even countered on the price. Welcome to the 5-Minute Real Estate Fix. I'm Chase with the Whitney team and First Team Real Estate. And today I want to walk you through something that runs counter to what most buyers believe. Winning a home in a competitive market isn't primarily about offering the most money. It's about submitting the offer with the least perceived risk and understanding that that distinction can save you $10,000 to $20,000 on a home purchase, even in a seller's market. By the end of the episode, you'll understand exactly what listing agents and sellers are actually evaluating when they review competing offers and how to position yourself as a buyer they want to work with. Let's start with the current market here in Orange County because context matters. We have about 4,000 active listings right now, up slightly over the recent weeks. Demand sits at 1,599 pending sales, essentially flat compared to last year. The expected market time has ticked up to 75 days from 70, signaling a modest seasonal shift as we move deeper into the spring. What that means practically, well-priced, well-maintained homes in Cypress and across North Orange County are still generating multiple offers and selling at or above asking price. That $750,000 to $1 million price range is the most competitive segment, moving in about 48 days on average. Cypress specifically has only 41 active listings with 22 pending, and that's tight supply with real competition. In this environment, how your offer is written matters as much as what it says. Here's the core insight. Listing agents assess risk. When they review competing offers, they're not just comparing prices, they're comparing certainty. Which offer is most likely to close cleanly, on time, and without problems? A higher offer from an unknown agent with incomplete documentation carries more risk than a slightly lower offer from a team with a track record of smooth closings. Sellers, especially in competitive situations, frequently choose the lower risk path. That's exactly what we work to engineer. Let me give you the framework that we use. First, pre-underwriting our buyers. Working with a trusted local lender, we work closely with Schippers right here at CrossCountry Mortgage in Cypress. We get our buyers fully underwritten before they even go under contract. Not just pre-approved, but fully underwritten. That's the difference between a lender saying we think you qualify and a lender saying we've reviewed everything and this loan is ready to go. To a listing agent and a seller, that's as close to a cash offer as you can get with financing attached to it. Second, the offer documents themselves. The California Residential Purchase Agreement is now 27 pages of required documentation between the offer and required disclosures and advisories. Every blank field, every missing checkbox, every vague contingency timeline is a signal of risk. When we submit an offer, every section is complete, every timeline is deliberate, and the document reads like it was written by someone who has done this hundreds of times because we have. Third, strategic contingency timelines. The RPA defaults most contingencies to 17 days. We shorten them strategically with you when the data supports it. A 7-day inspection contingency when we've pre-scheduled the inspector and our buyer is ready to rock and roll. Signals urgency and professionalism without putting our buyer at real risk. We've never lost a buyer's deposit applying this approach in 27 years. Fourth is the lender's reputation. When a listing agent sees Jenny Skipper's name on a pre-approval letter and CrossCountry behind it, they know financing is going to close. That trust is built over years and hundreds of transactions. It's invisible to buyers, but highly visible to people evaluating your offer. The results speak for themselves. In Cypress, a recent buyer of ours beat an all-cash offer on a $1.4 million home, higher than us by at least $10,000 and cash, and the offer was accepted as written, no price counter, no terms counter, nothing at all. In Cerritos, our buyer won over competition that was $20,000 higher, again accepted as submitted. Recently in Gardena, a seller who was also a licensed agent chose our offer over higher price competition because they knew it would close without friction. 3 different cities, 3 different price points, same outcome, strategy beats price. If you're searching for a home in Cypress, Anaheim, Huntington Beach, Long Beach, or anywhere across Southern California, here's the takeaway. The agent you choose is part of your offer. Their reputation, their systems, and their relationships, all of it's being evaluated alongside your price. Choose accordingly. If you want to understand how we position you in your specific search, there's a link in the show notes to book a 7-minute intro call. We'll walk through the market, your goals, and exactly how we'd approach your situation. And be sure to check out the full blog article on this topic at 4realestatehelp.com/blog. That's the number 4, realestatehelp.com/blog. Thanks for tuning in this week's 5-Minute Real Estate Fix. I'm Chase with the Whitney team, and I'll see you around town or on the next episode.